Countrymen and women, on this day, Africa stands together to commemorate an important occasion in the fight against corruption and related vices. July 11 every year is an important day on the calendar of all African anti-corruption crusaders, as it is a day when African Union member states at its second ordinary session of the Assembly in 2003 in Maputo, Mozambique, adopted the African Union Convention on Prevention and Combating Corruption. Following this milestone, the Assembly declared the 11th of July every year as the African Anti-Corruption Day. This is a day that all member states take a moment to reflect on the dangers of corruption and evaluate their efforts in the fight against the scourge. This year's African Anti-Corruption Day is being commemorated under the theme Effective Whistleblower Protection Mechanism, a critical tool in the fight against corruption. The theme perfectly provides an opportunity for us as stakeholders in the fight against corruption to take a moment and reflect on the importance of a person who provides valuable information to law enforcement agencies. The pivotal role that a whistleblower plays in the fight against corruption and other related crimes can never be overemphasized. Countrymen and women, it is for this reason that in Zambia we have enacted a piece of legislation referred to as the Public Interest Disclosure, in short, Whistleblowers Act number 4 of 2010. This law provides protection for any person who shares information with relevant authorities about an act of illegality that has occurred or is reasonably suspected to occur. The intention of this law is clear, as it aims to give confidence to members of the public who may have information about crimes being committed in their eyes, but due to fear of discrimination, opt to keep quiet instead of blowing the whistle. Countrymen and women, I wish to encourage all well-meaning citizens to get involved in the fight against corruption by reporting all cases of suspected acts of corruption to the Anti-Corruption Commission or any law enforcement agency. There is enough legislation to protect you as a whistleblower without any reprisal effects on yourselves or any of your family members. The Anti-Corruption Commission on 4th April 2024 launched the online anonymous whistleblower system, an online platform that allows whistleblowers to report cases of corruption or any vices to the Anti-Corruption Commission without leaving any traces of their details. The idea is to allow whistleblowers share vital information without getting worried of being exposed or known. The online anonymous whistleblower system also allows the person who made the report to check on the progress made on the case that he or she reported to the Commission. Countrymen and women, all these efforts are being made so as to encourage everyone to get involved in the fight against corruption, a vice that has ravaged our society and, if left unchecked, has the potential to trample our country and continent at large into disaster. As we commemorate this year's African Anti-Corruption Day, I implore each one of us, men and women, to reflect on the important role that whistleblowers play in the fight against corruption and spare a minute to salute them. Countrymen and women, the Anti-Corruption Commission will not relent in executing its mandate of curbing corruption in our country. The Commission acknowledges that operating in a vacuum or in isolation will not help us achieve our objectives. It is for this reason that we will continue engaging and interacting with members of the public. Against this backdrop, in commemorating this year's African Anti-Corruption Day, the Commission has lined up a number of community engagements in different locations. These include road shows, exhibitions, as well as radio programs on different radio stations across the country. Countrymen and women, as I conclude, may I remind you that if we want to see a corruption-free Zambia and Africa at large, we all need to get involved in the fight against corruption. And corruption agencies in Africa are trying by all means possible to create a safer environment for whistleblowers. I also wish to assure you that the Anti-Corruption Commission in Zambia is putting in place different legal and administrative frameworks for the protection of whistleblowers. Please take advantage of the Commission's online anonymous whistleblower system to report any suspected cases of corruption, thereby contributing to the fight against the scourge. I wish everyone a happy African Anti-Corruption Day commemoration. I thank you.